Welcome to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. We are going to start off today with a little bit of music. My first guest is a singer, songwriter, producer, video maker, you name it. He's had a great success so far, and he's got a wonderful story to tell. But before I introduce you to him, here is one of his fabulous songs. It is called King of My Own.
Kept so calm, I could barely even handle myself. When we got into it, my fate was sewn. Too young to know that you were ruling my throne. As I was finding my way, you blinded me, baby. Got me thinking I was going crazy. You pulled the strings till I didn't matter. You broke my spirit and I let it happen. I'm calling it in. I'm the king of my own. Whoa, I got a devil on my shoulder trying to tear me from the angel I know. Whoa, you can be the queen of your world, but I'm the king of my own. You can be the queen of your world, but I'm the king of my own. Even now that I've hardened my shell, it's not over, I'm still under your spell. I'm the strongest that I've ever been. I never knew that you could pull me back in. Now that I'm finding my way, you deafen me, baby. Get me thinking that I'm going crazy. You pull the strings, but it doesn't matter. Can't break my spirit, I won't let it happen. I'm the king of my own. Whoa, I got a devil on my shoulder trying to tear me from the angel I know. Whoa, you can be the queen of your world, but I'm the king of my own.
Sorry. Hey, my next guest and I were just talking about some of our favorite music venues, and actually it's a perfect conversation to have while you listen to that fantastic song. Charles Cleyn joining me on the show, and the writer, singer, songwriter of that particular song. Let's start with that song, because that song just recently brought you to Nashville.
Yes.
Tell us about the song and how it got you there.
The song is, I actually wrote that song 3 years ago yesterday.
Okay.
And that song took me to Nashville 2 weeks ago for a competition that was around dismantling the stigma of mental health. And that song to me is about mental health. I wrote it from the perspective of myself, but tried to make it in a broader sense of talking to those that are in need of finding their self-confidence. And whether you're a king of your own or a queen of your own.
Right.
It's about
Is that conversations then you had just amongst your friends and family or colleagues?
Mostly, I had yet to write a song I was super excited about from the perspective of my voice. I wrote a lot of songs at that point, but they were kind of just vanilla. And then I knew when I wrote that song that it was really deep to what I was experiencing at the time. So I knew it was something special when I wrote it.
Well, and you took a big risk, right? You just came back from Berlin 10 months ago, returned to Ottawa, your hometown, working for Shopify there, and then made the decision in 2018 to, I want to follow my music career full time. Tell me about that decision.
Interestingly enough, like working at Shopify, being an entrepreneurial company, I had worked with a lot of entrepreneurs there.
Right.
And I knew that I had an entrepreneurial spirit as well, and I would regret not trying to go out on my own. And so I made the decision while being there. Difficult decision because it's a great company, good team, but I knew I'd regret that decision if I didn't try.
Well, and you know, the success goes beyond just music, because your YouTube channel is over 100,000 subscribers, and you do more than just, you know, share your music and your passion for music. Tell everybody at home a little bit about what you do on the channel.
On the channel, through the pandemic, I started teaching, just really documenting what I was learning at the time, which is music production online and making music from inside your house, really. And I started just sharing my experience through that on YouTube. And there was a big demand for that through the pandemic of people wanting to learn that. So I was able to find success over the pandemic on YouTube teaching people music production.
One of the most incredible videos that you did was trying to come up with Lewis Capaldi's lyrics. This is just fascinating.
Yeah.
I've watched the video like three times now, and it's a lengthy video, but you walk everybody through the process. So you heard what I guess the chorus that he had put out as a teaser on Instagram, and then take it from there.
Lewis Capaldi released an Instagram snippet of about 15 seconds of the chorus of his new song that was released a couple of weeks ago called Forget Me, and I wrote what I thought he would have written as the verse and leading up to that chorus, and took a stab at it. It's not very similar, but the
lyrics are great.
Thank you.
I mean, how long did you take writing that?
That took a day. Yeah, a day to write. Yeah, a day to write and produce, yeah.
And you're working on an album right now. Tell me about that experience. Is this your first album?
It will be my first full-length album, about 10 or 12 songs. I've released 3 EPs of about 5 songs before that. And this one is going to be, I'm starting to write some of the best songs I've written, and ones that I'm really, that really mean something to me. So I'm really excited about this one. And it will be released sometime next summer.
I hope you don't mind me asking, Charles. You mentioned, you know, you were speaking from mental health from your own perspective. You had your own challenges, I assume?
Yeah, I've had different challenges, and I try to draw from those. It's been, as a songwriter, it's hard to, at first when you start writing songs, it's hard to let that all out, because you still are trying to write good songs and you're trying to copy the best to learn, and I'm learning now more to let that out through songwriting, and it's taking a while, but I think that's just the journey of a songwriter.
Any timeline for the release of the album?
I'd like to start releasing a few songs in the spring of next year, but since I started songwriting 5 years ago, I would write a song and I'd get it out as soon as possible, and now my focus is just to write the best songs I can at the moment, and to release the ones I'm really excited about and really that will bring meaning to someone else, not just myself.
I just have a couple of seconds left. Just quickly, performances coming up. Can people find out on your website?
People can follow my website or Instagram. I should have a performance in December at the Art House Cafe in Ottawa.
Excellent.
Anyone local.
Charles, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. We'll be right back after this.